right again, like I said. Oh, if you, you may not have caught the email, but before we get started, if you have a block available or something that can act like a block, that might be helpful. And also blankets or towels available. 2 would be preferred if you have that to support us later on in the practice. And if not, we'll make do. So again, we're calling this the invoking Shakti practice, but we don't really need to invoke her as she is us. We just have to awaken to her. So we'll begin in a seated, symmetrical orientation of the body. And starting with a practice from the Kundalini yoga tradition called Hasta Kriya. So this is about connecting heaven and earth to heaven. And we take the arms out to the sides with the index finger pointed down to the floor, the other fingers curled in towards the palm of the hand. And as we make this movement with our breath, keeping the elbows straight, invitation to close the eyes and just feel your way through the movement. And with an inhale, bringing the arms overhead and trying to find those fingertips to touch, right? And without looking, and exhale back down. So we follow the inhale up, exhale down. Full complete breaths. If you want to go faster, you're welcome to. Just match the movement to the breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And allow some organic lengthening of the body here as you go through this movement. So notice how when you're bringing the arms overhead that the spine lengthens, the ribs come together and reach upwards, right? As if we're moving from the inside out. Just a few more times. And last one. Pausing there for a moment. Just reflecting on sensation, the felt sense in the body. And then taking the legs out in front. And turn to the side here. Make sure you have enough room. You're doing some dynamic plows here. Make sure you have enough room behind you so that when you roll over, you don't bump into anything. But we'll start with the legs out in front, the arms out in front as well. This is our inhale. Exhale, roll down the spine, bringing the arms and the head, or the arms and the legs rather overhead. And then inhale back up. Exhale, this dynamic plow. Back and forth at your own pace. Inhale up. Exhale over. One more time. And come to a cross-legged position. Roll over, finding your hands and your knees with your toes tucked under. A little bit of a squat here, lifting the knees then off the floor. We inhale, looking up. Exhale, straighten the legs, keeping the heels off the floor as you are able. And then bring one hand to the heart. Return the hand, bend the knees. Inhale back into the frog squat. Exhale into the fold, taking the other hand to the heart. So again, back and forth at your own pace, switching hands as you go. The heels can be down or up, whatever agrees with you. One more to each side. So we do 3 with each hand. And this time when you come to stand, stay there and bring both hands to the heart. Finding your feet about 2 fist distance apart and parallel. Knees soft, belly pulled in, ribs reaching towards the thighs, the weight towards the front of your heel, the back of your arch. And with an inhale, look up, and exhale to stand. Coming to the front of your mat. And we're moving into a goddess salute. This is my own creation. So I can't attribute it to any lineage in particular, but finding the feet again 2 fist distance apart. Interlacing the fingers now in front of the chest. Inhale, stretch the arms out in front, pressing the palms away from you, out in front of the chest. And then exhale them overhead, taking a back bend. Inhale, step back with the left foot, turning the toes out. So now you're facing the side of your mat. And exhale into goddess pose. So the elbows bend into cactus, knees bend over the ankles. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale into temple pose. So the left hand goes down into the bent knees, a little side bend here. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale, temple to the right side. Inhale, lower that left hand down as we extend the legs, and then a goddess twist. So exhale again, bend the knees, hands to the knees, drop the right shoulder, turning the chin towards the left. Inhale, we come back up, and exhale, goddess twist, left shoulder down. Inhale, we come back up, turn the feet parallel, interlace the fingers behind the back, open the collarbones. Exhale, forward fold, this wide-legged forward fold, Prasita Padottanasana. Inhale, lower the arms down, rotate towards the front of your mat into pyramid pose or intense forward fold, and exhale. Bending that front knee, take your left heel to the floor, thumbs up sign, inhale, the arms out in front of the chest. And exhale, archer pose, like you're pulling on a bow and arrow. Reach back with that left arm. Straighten that left arm. Inhale into warrior 3 of swords. Hopefully your wall isn't in the way. And then exhale, thumbs up overhead, left leg in front. Inhale, interlace the fingers, press the palms up, take the left foot down. And exhale, return the palms to in front of the chest. You stay there. I'm going to switch sides of my mat so that my back isn't to you. Inhale, the arms out in front. Exhale into the back bend. Inhale, step back with the right foot, toes turned out. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, extend arms and legs. Exhale, temple to the right side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back up, bring that right arm down. Exhale, goddess to the right, so left shoulder down. Inhale, back up. And exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale, back up, turning the feet parallel, interlace behind the back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rotate towards the front of the mat. Scissor those legs together and exhale into this pyramid pose. Intense forward fold. Bending that left knee, take the right heel down. Inhale to the start of archer. Exhale, pull on that bow, bringing that right arm back. Looking at that left thumb. Inhale into this warrior 3 variation. And exhale, thumbs up, knee up. Inhale, interlace and press the palms up, right foot down. And exhale, hands back to the heart. So that one was for learning. Let's have this round integrate a little bit more. We inhale and exhale overhead. Inhale, step back with that left foot, turning the toes out. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, extend. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale. Exhale. Notice where the movement's coming from. Try to have it come from the inside out, so you're not just straightening from the knees. Exhale into the twist, right shoulder down. Inhale. All from that lower core, that lower abdomen. Left shoulder down. Inhale. Parallel those feet, interlace the fingers, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rotate into this intense forward fold, and exhale, fold. Bending that right knee, left heel goes down, inhale, up. Exhale, pull on that bow, archer pose. Inhale into this warrior 3. Exhale, thumbs up, knee up in front. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return the hands to the heart. Again, I'm going to keep rotating so my back isn't to you. Inhale the arms out. And exhale, back bend. Inhale, step back with the right foot, toes out. And exhale into goddess. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Again, have this movement to the legs come from the core. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, we parallel the feet, interlace the fingers behind, and exhale, fold at that hip crease. Inhale into intense forward fold, and exhale
Invite the deeper stretch. Bending the knee, right heel down.
Inhale, come up. Exhale into archer. Inhale, forward. Use the thumb to steady you. And exhale, we come up. Inhale, interlace and extend. And exhale back to the heart. One more time each side. Maybe a little less narration for me so you can really feel it. Inhale. And exhale. Left foot back, inhale. And exhale. Paying attention to the sensations in the body. That's how she talks to us. Side bend left. Now right. Twist left. Twist right. Parallel. And fold. Inhale, we rotate. And exhale, fold. Inhale, thumbs up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Step back with the right foot, toes out. And exhale. Inhale. Side bend right. And side bend left. Inhale. Twist right. Twist left. Feet parallel. And fold on the exhale. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, fold. Inhale, thumbs up, moving from center. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Pausing here. And notice what sensation in the body draws your attention the most. The subtlest sensation that draws your attention the most. Maybe it's heat somewhere. Maybe it's a tingling sensation. So something that's beyond muscles and bones. Follow this for a moment, whatever it is. Acknowledge it. I see you. Ask it to open and let you in. Following Shakti. Placing the hands back on top of the heart. Feet again 2 fist distance apart about. Inhaling. Exhaling, folding over that hip crease, coming back
into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Bringing the hands to the floor, bending the knees. Inhale back into frog squat. Exhale into the fold again, taking a hand to the heart, heels lifted if it agrees with you. Inhale back into the squat. And exhale. Keep going. Working for, again, 3 with each hand at your own pace. And when you're done, coming back into the squat and on to your sit bones. All right. This next practice is called the Maha Shakti Kriya, the Great Shakti Kriya, again from the Kundalini tradition. Bringing the hands behind us, wherever they comfortably rest. You can also go down to the elbows or forearms. So I'll demonstrate this first and then, well, there's 2 different ways to do this. The legs will be out in front, or you can start with the knees bent and the feet floating off the floor, and then you'll extend one leg at a time. So if your back doesn't agree with you today, or your tailbone doesn't agree with you today, this might be the orientation that you take. If your back and your tailbone are healthy today, the full Kriya is to take the legs out in front. Inhale, lift them up together and straight. Knees bent, of course, is always welcome. And try not to go too much above the head. Exhale, we lower back down. Inhale up and exhale down. So if you're working from here, keep going. It's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right. So a few more rounds. One more, see if you can hold it up. And let's do a round of breath of fire here. So that's the exhales forceful, out the nose, belly pumps in. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And lower it down. Bending the knees, come all the way down onto your back. Oh, if you have those blankets, please use them before you go down, taking them behind you. All right. And on the just under the shoulders, the head will be on your mat. 2 options here. All right. First option is to just take the legs up, working on a little bit of an inversion. Second option is to use your block, if you have it, Place that block under the pelvis, under the sacrum, and take the legs up again so we're a little bit more elevated. And then the last option is to go into a full shoulder stand, which is considered to be the mother of inversions. So again, keeping in line with our theme, is to bring the feet over like we did in that plow. I've got stuff in the way here a little bit, so I'm going to bend the knees to help myself get into it a little bit more. But interlace the fingers behind you so you really get those shoulder blades underneath you. And then taking the hands to the back, we can lift the legs up. Bringing the legs together, toes can be pointed or the feet can be flexed. But really rotating those inner thighs towards one another. Keeping the ankles over the hips, not the face, not the toes. So the weight's more in your elbows than it is in your head. Wherever you're at, trying to slow the breath down as much as you can. And then coming out the way that you went in. So if you have anything under your hips, you would remove that. And then holding on to the knees, rock yourself back up. See if you can balance on those sit bones. So holding on to the knees, you may be taking the hands behind the knees and the knees apart, or if it's within reach, you can bring the hands down the shins and find the big toes, or hold on to the ankles. Lengthening the spine as you go, open the collarbones, really paying attention here to the integrity of the spine, using that as your teacher on where your edge is. If we at any point in time collapse in the chest and the spine, then we've gone too far. That is the teacher here. So you can play around a little bit on taking maybe one leg out at a time. Or both legs out. And opening the feet, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine like you're growing out the crown of the head. Rooted through the tailbone. Allowing your Shakti to shine. Your light within your energy, your vibration. And then we can bring it back in. Move those blankets out of the way if you were using them. And we come back to this Shakti Kriya. So again, the options are to work one leg at a time, or to work both legs either straight or knees bent. The invitation to come down onto the elbows is there. But we inhale up if we're doing both legs, and exhale down. This one really creates a lot of heat. Going for 9 total. This is 9 for me. And then the mother, we go up and breath of fire. Lower down. If you're on your elbows, please, actually you can stay there if you're on your elbows. And if you're not on your elbows, let's go down. Really, again, walking those elbows towards one another to hug those shoulder blades towards one another. Collarbones open, legs together, pointing the toes. I like to use my thumbs and kind of press into the back of my pelvis, pressing into my sacrum, but really having the action come more from the center. So the back bend here starts at the center and works its way towards the pubic bone and then up towards the collarbones into fish pose. All right. Allowing the head to come back if it's okay for the neck. The mouth to relax, open, the face to soften. Keeping the legs active to support the low back. I find that I have to breathe out of the mouth in this pose rather than the nose. One more breath. And keeping the head back. Wiggle those elbows out from underneath us and work the spine down to the mat. Bending both knees, bringing the feet to the floor. And bring the right knee into the chest. Another one of my own inventions, I think. I don't think I've seen this before someplace else, but supine half Lord of the Fishes. So the right knee is in the hands, drop the left knee towards the floor, and then walk the foot across your body so that the knee points away from you. Slide the left hand down the shin towards the ankle and then take that to the floor in front of that left thigh and reach for the left toes with the right hand. And turn the chin to the right to complete the twist. And you can rock your hips towards the left here as it agrees with you, just keeping your shoulder blades grounded. Encourage the lower abdomen to move inwards to give more space and support to your sacrum. One more breath. And go of the toes, so the right hand is free, bringing it back over to find that right knee and encourage it back. Walking that left foot back to the left side of the mat and bring both feet to the floor. Just pausing for a moment and then bringing the left knee in towards the chest. Opening the right knee towards the floor and then walking the foot across the mat. Running the right hand down the shin, bringing the left ankle and foot towards the right side, down towards the floor. And then finding the right toes with the left hand. Completing the twist by turning the chin to the left. And then you can encourage the hips towards the right if it agrees with you. Keeping the shoulder blades connected to the floor. Encouraging that lower abdomen in. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere, particularly the shoulders. See if you can let it go. One more breath. And then letting go of the right toe so the left hand is free to come back around and find the left knee. Assist that over, coming on to the back again. Hugging both knees into the chest, maybe taking the knees wide here. If you prefer, you can do happy baby pose. And then arms inside the knees, finding the feet, taking the soles of the feet towards one another, pressing the knees away from you. Working on lengthening the spine, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then letting the legs find the floor one at a time for Shavasana. Making any last adjustments you would like to make in your Shavasana. And again, I'd like to guide your Shavasana, but you are welcome to tune me out if you prefer. So I invited you to this before. This following Shakti, which I'm borrowing from Sally Kempton, big influencer and inspiration when it comes to Shakti. She's a former Swami. Again, returning to the subtle, asubtle sensation in the body. Something that's not about bones or muscles or joints. Something more like heat or tingliness or butterflies, magnetism. And inviting the mind to be there. Notice where this subtle energy is. Notice shape, texture, and anything else about it as you observe it from the outside. Recognize that this subtle sensation, this subtle energy is her, it's Shakti. Say hello. Maybe bow in acknowledgement. Om Namaha. And ask for permission to go inside. And ask this sensation to open to you. And go inside of it. If it helps, you can imagine yourself stepping into it, your whole body. And now you're surrounded by this sensation. Just observe it. Notice what you notice.
And when it appears to have dissolved, know that it hasn't. Just ask it to open again and go deeper inside into Shakti's play. Wherever she goes, follow her. Every time she has appeared to dissolve, invite her to open up again, to take you deeper. She never leaves, she's always there. She's you. Om Kailarim Sakalarim Sakalarim Shrim Triparasundaye Swaha Om. Stepping back out of the sensation, but not away from it, still connected. Inviting movement back into the body as it suits you. Eventually working your way upward, keeping the eyes closed as you are able, to a symmetrical orientation of the body in a seated position. Our breath practice for today is again from the Kundalini Yoga tradition. It's intended to unite, to unlock heaven and earth, Shiva and Shakti within you, because they are already there, they're inherent. So let's place the left hand on the heart center, the right palm up and off the lap, so the elbows at a 90-degree angle at your side, just outside the body, like you're receiving something in that hand. Right? There's two parts to the breath here. We do first the kaki breath, that crow breath, then it'll be followed by Kapalabhati. Right? Skull shining breath is more appropriate translation of Kapalabhati. So that kaki breath is through, you inhale through a whistle, right? So it's the reverse of a whistle. So piercing up those lips like a crow's beak. And we inhale through the whistle and we'll exhale out the nose. Sense that fullness in the chest. Stay connected to that fullness as you exhale out the nose. And we take the inhale like we're gulping water, if you remember that from last time. And then Kapalabhati, the skull shining breath. So again, forceful exhale, the stomach pumps in. Breath is in and out. Actually, we're going to do the breath in and out, those crow lips here, right? So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Relax and bring the right hand on top of the left. Be aware of the felt sense in the body. That's her. Leaving the right hand at the heart center, taking the left palm out to receive. We start with the inhale through the whistle. Exhale out the nose, holding on to the fullness in the chest. And again, Kapalabhati through the crow lips. And relax, bringing the left hand back on top of the right, which is on top of the heart center. Again, bringing awareness to Shakti's play. One more round. The arms go out to the sides, shoulder height, with the palms up. Both sets of breaths. So we start with kaki. And now Kapalabhati. Relax, bringing the palms together in front of the heart. Separate the palms slightly. Place the thumb in the palm of each hand, right? And you'll make a fist over that thumb with just your index and middle fingers. So the right index and middle finger curl over the right thumb in the palm of the right hand. The left middle and index finger curl over the left thumb in the left hand. And then take the tip of the ring fingers and the tip of the pinky fingers together to touch, allowing this to rest comfortably in front of the heart space. Shakti Mudra. Again, notice the subtle play. And then if you haven't already, open the eyes. Taking your gaze to this Adi Shakti Yantra. Also a part of the Kundalini tradition. Now, originally thousands, 10,000s of years ago, it was said to be a shape created by the body of a woman dressed in white. The center sword would be her body, and each sword to the right and left of the circle would be her arms raised up overhead. And the circle would be the light coming through, coming between the body and the arms by the sun's rays. When the Sikh tradition or the Kundalini tradition picked this up thousands and thousands of years later, they created the shape using these symbols. And again, the center sword is the union of Shiva and Shakti. Awareness and energy. The curved swords are the boundaries of life and death, ignorance and wisdom, truth and untruth. And the circle represents wholeness, the infinite and inner wholeness that is our nature as we play in both worlds as one and not separate. So as you hold the Shakti Mudra, softly gazing at the yantra, notice where the eyes are drawn and see if you can take the full picture in as a whole rather than seeing it in parts. Om Kailarim Asakalarim Sakalarim Shri Triparasundaye Swaha. The invitation then is to close the eyes and internalize the symbol, see it reflected in the mind. One more repetition of the Sri Vidya mantra to close out the practice. Om Kailarim Hasakalarim Sakalarim Shrim Triprasunage Swaha Om. Releasing Shakti Mudra, bringing the hands together in front of the heart space. And notice calling attention to honoring her, the subtle sensations present. Your innate nature. The invitation is to close the practice with me with an Om on the exhale. Inhale. May the sun shine upon you, all love surround you, the pure light within you guide you on your way. Om Swaha.